Luxury brands. What is the value behind these brands that made them considered only for the rich? How are these brands set the bar high to level up their game and earn the luxury brand status? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, luxury is a condition of abundance, great ease, and comfort. Wherever you are in our social class, you will always find luxury in our day-to-day life, as luxury can be relative. You may be a working class and it's the time of the year that bonuses are coming in. You then buy something that is out of your normal expenses that you don't really need. Let's say you are bored with your old flat screen TV and use that bonus to buy a bigger and curved flat screen, or you're not happy anymore with your current keyboard and buy one of the most expensive mechanical keyboard in the world. That is worth about $10,000, which is the Adata Golden Summoner. Anything that is above your means is considered a luxury because it gives you a feeling of abundance, a great sense of ease, and comfort, which fits the description of luxury. When people talk about luxury brands, they also talk about the rich and the wealthy, because luxury brands is synonymous with status symbol, because only the upper class of our society can afford it. The upper class don't just buy these expensive goods, but they look at the value of things. So, what are the values the brands must have to be considered a luxury? Let's find out what are those values, so without further ado, let's get into it. 1. The perception of quality in luxury, exploring the link between quality and cost. What comes to your mind when it comes to quality? Before you buy anything worth your money, you ask yourself, is it durable, sturdy, or is it lasting? And why do luxury items are repeatedly associated with quality? Quality is the standard of products and services. It is the comparison of similar items and a measurement of which has superior properties. Indeed, it is a measure of excellence. And excellence is the value that is directly linked to luxury because it is on the highest level of quality and cost. This value is one characteristic that people are willing to pay more because they are getting the best in the market, and with that, satisfaction is guaranteed, no questions asked. Quality can be present on cheap items and can also be present on luxury items. What do we mean by that? Take for example the two leading smartphone brands in the world, Apple and Samsung. We all know that Apple products is way pricier than other competitors because of the many factors, but for their consumers, both Apple and Samsung has range of products from entry level up to their flagship phones, which is considered the most advanced and highest end model of their lineup. That means it's the most expensive and creates the admiration of being wanted for its social influence in case you own one, but not necessarily means that their entry level offerings are in low quality. That is because of quality control. This ensures that the product you received is free from defects and fulfill your expectations. Luxury doesn't always mean that it has the greatest quality. That's because there are some brands that are being marketed as luxury. They don't focus on the quality of their products to be of the highest, but rather on the service and overall experience their customers are getting. Way back in 2014, when Apple released the iPhone 6 lineup, there are rumors online that the series has durability issue. The rumor turns out to be true, which is proven on tech reviews and have opened a new kind of test, which they called the Ben test, that became famous at that time and received a whole lot of memes and criticism. But beyond this situation, Apple is still on top of the game and reclaims the most valuable company in the world this 2022. This makes you question on the behind the scenes how it's made, and if luxury really equates to the highest quality. And the answer is no. So you see, luxury doesn't always have to be all about the quality. Sometimes it's just about the experience. Luxury can be just a perception made in our society that people want to buy. People want to be surrounded by a good reputation and incorporate that in their lifestyle that is highly admired in the culture of material wealth. Luxury is just an idea that makes you feel you are better. 2. The luxury of rarity, how scarcity increases value in the world of high-end goods. In 1999, the young Elon Musk bought his first supercar, the McLaren F1. He recalls that there are only 62 McLarens in the world and will own one of them. The McLaren F1 at that time sells for $1 million, and in 2021 it was sold in auction for $20 million. On the same year, another famous luxury brand, Bentley, launched the 2021 Bentley Muliner Bacolor Prize for more than $2 million, and only 12 were produced. Rarity is one of the important elements in luxury when compared to other available goods in the market. Despite having the quality and aesthetics, is quite common as well as are mass-produced for the public. That means it is accessible to everyone, thus everyone can have it. That is a clear depiction of just being ordinary, and there's nothing unique about it. Meanwhile, on the glamorous side of luxury, Hermes showcased the Hot by Jewelry collection in 2012, along with one of the most alluring pieces of the collection is the Sac Bijou Birkin. This Hermes bag is covered with about 2,712 diamonds priced at $2 million, but then only 3 were created. If you have noticed, most of these luxury items are created in small quantities. That's because the target audience is the upper class, who has the means to burn some money, and not the masses. We all know the concept of quality versus quantity, so that means if the goods are created in large quantities, the quality declines. Moreover, if the goods are created in small quantities, the quality increases. That is one concept in luxury that is used to sold items at an extremely high price because of it being scarce and of quality. 3. Beyond the product, how luxury brands provide exceptional customer service to enhance the shopping experience. Wealthy people look for value, always. One way of finding out that value is by seeing the actual product through a physical store. Nothing can make you like the product more than seeing it with your own eyes. Thinking about which could be your next best purchase uses your decision-making skills, especially if you are torn between two items that you want to buy. And that's the reason people with high social status come to visit luxury outlet when they have the time, unless they have a trusted shopping assistant that really know well their taste. Deep pocket people are no different from the masses because they also go out and check the items they want to buy alone. But this time it's quite different because Mr. Moneybags has a different shopping experience compared to the common ones. Luxury stores has a different concept in contrast to your typical retail store. It has a different look and feel that is not present to its second-class siblings. The environment is designed to be more exciting, more motivating, more appealing, and more stimulating because the design must be suitable to a select few as they are meticulous. Luxury brands promotes richness, extravagance, and grandeur, so the expectations are high. Hence, these values must be seen to their physical stores as an important element of their brand. Perception is reality, along with the atmosphere that is generated by these environments, is a non-verbal communication to express the image of the brand. From the exterior to interior, the layout and technology used behind the store, all of these aspects scream luxury because this is the kind of lifestyle as well as an adventure the clients are looking forward to when they visit a luxury store. Have you noticed that there are no luxury stores near you because they are created only to a limited number and planned strategically for the best geographical spot, especially inside the key cities of the world like Beverly Hills, New York, London, Paris, Dubai, and Hong Kong? Luxury brands do this to maintain and control their image to keep the level of exclusivity, as too many outlets will cause damage on the brand's value. In the 90s, when the internet grew and eventually became a household name, have opened a new space for businesses as well as individuals to innovate. This space also gives rise to e-commerce where people get access to buy and sell online. With the ever-changing landscape, businesses learn to adapt and integrate this new technology into their systems. E-commerce has tremendously impacted the amount of sales businesses are making as it allowed customers from around the globe to make online purchases any time of the day. Despite all the convenience online, this new style of shopping sometimes leads to customer issues such as incorrect fitting, recognizing the actual look of the item, checking the quality for defects, and external factors like delayed delivery, which are straightforwardly addressed when buying from a physical store. Recreating the shopping experience in luxury stores is quite challenging. That's why the luxury brands supplement those deficiencies online by enhancing the level of service in the absence of the actual sales personnel through luxury call centers that provide clients various support such as emails, live chats, and phone calls. 4. The height of sophistication, how luxury items are created through development and expertise. Being advanced, extraordinary, state-of-the-art, up-to-date, those are just a few points that make sense when referring to sophistication. If you still can't wrap that around your head, then what we really mean is that sophistication is far from the basic. Sophistication is obtained through development stages from the fundamental form to the highly complex results and by expressing vast knowledge of the world and social experiences that set everything to the success of the end product. Owning a yacht may give you the perks to enjoy your yacht club membership, but owning a highly sophisticated yacht takes you completely on a different level. One of the most expensive and second largest super yachts in the world, Eclipse, is not only filled with the amenities for your luxury needs, but also reportedly packed with the most advanced technologies in the world. The super yacht features state-of-the-art technologies such as anti-ballistic missiles defense protection, bulletproof windows, security systems, and if you're allergic to paparazzi or you have at least celebrities on board, rest assured that you get the value for the price you pay because Eclipse has an anti-paparazzi system that uses infrared light to disrupt digital cameras from taking any photos from the ship. Sophistication exhibits extraordinary work, the technical know-how, methods, and artistry, built from layers upon layers of processes before actually arriving to the final product. That's why luxury items are hard to replicate. To bring something luxurious into reality requires some level of sophistication through an array of resources that is not limited to talent, skills, materials, techniques, methods, tools, and equipment. Resources that come together that goes through development phases in the essence of luxury creation. Can you imagine paying more than $16,000 for a haircut? According to the Guinness World Records in October 2007, an Italian woman named Beverly Latio can't find any hairdresser that she liked in her country. And after a long search, she found Stuart Phillips, who is the official hairstylist and sponsor to the Baptist for 3 consecutive years. Beverly was part of Stuart's international VIP hair service. With the amount that she paid, she was treated as a VIP, as the expensive haircut package includes a selection of personalized L'Oreal hair products and treatments, a champagne lunch, a head and scalp massage, a return limousine ride from the airport, and the the unquestionably first-class haircutting skills of Stuart Phillips. Sophistication can't only be found on luxurious things because it can also be found on humans, and we call them sophisticated people. Sophisticated people are intellectual beings that has a great sense of judgment and preferences based on the vast intellect of the world, social, and cultural experiences where they indulge and enrich themselves in. Becoming a sophisticated person is not limited to technology and fashion. There are many areas in our lives where you can develop sophistication, and that includes a great practice of hygiene. The sophisticated person does not look and smell like a beggar. They shower daily and groom themselves up, always presentable and ready to conquer the world. But not only that, they may even use a luxurious perfume for the final touch. Schumop is one of the most expensive perfumes in the world. Mind you that this luxury perfume has its own shrine because it's a fusion of perfumery and jewelry. Its shrine is ornamented with precious stones and metals such as diamonds, pearls, topaz, gold, and silver. But if you're not interested in that space and more curious about the contents of the scent, then why would someone buy and wear such perfume? Because the scent is unforgettable and expected to last up to 4 days and has a mixture of Turkish rose, frankincense, amber, patchouli, musk, ilang-ilang, sandalwood, and Indian agarwood. It took them more than 3 years and about 500 perfume trials to make the perfect formula. The people behind this magnificent creation really went to a sophisticated developments and stages that not only showcase the 7 design core elements, but aims to make its rightful owner smell like $1,000,000. 5. The power of social media for luxury brands, building brand awareness and community. Businesses and people, one thing is for sure, whenever there's a new platform or when they see the grass is greener on the other side, they will migrate. They love it. You might be living in a poor country and have a dream to realize. You immigrate to a rich country. You're using a stagnant social media platform and saw a cooler one. You simply just migrate. Your laptop is old and cranky. You buy a new one and migrate all your files and applications. Same thing happened with luxury brands. They're no exception. Luxury brands jumps to a new platform because that is where people are nowadays. Moreover, people are becoming present online, so luxury brands must have an online presence, and if not, they are missing out on a hell lot of things. Social media has been the go-to place these past years if you are looking for a change in your career, as jobs are becoming remote, to becoming viral, being famous, business engagement, and making a fortune. Social media platforms have the biggest audience reach in the world. It's bigger than most of mass media, both locally and international. So, who doesn't want a piece of that? Your audience is literally the whole world. In 2022, there are approximately 5 billion active users online, and the Earth's population is approximately on the 7 billion mark. What does that mean? Almost everyone is using the internet. Since everyone is online, it's a must-have for luxury brands to build brand awareness, as having online presence helps businesses to attract, engage customers, and build not just awareness but a community. Having a brand community allows you to organically generate online activities, and the result is free brand visibility, free gains on brand reputation, free web traffic, free SEO improvement, and last but not the least is customer data that can help you analyze and conclude information better in making a wise business decision. In social media, you will see people in all walks of life. It's not limited to a certain country. USA may be diverse, but social media is more diverse, and with that, inclusivity matter more and heavily promoted in all platforms to ensure that everyone is properly represented and not being outcasted. If luxury brands don't promote inclusivity, they can be easily cancelled by the netizens. Despite originally being exclusive, social media have seamlessly broken the social strata barrier. Not everyone may be able to afford the products these luxury brands offer, as different social classes coexist together in social media. However, they do contribute a lot to the brand's visibility and reputation, as they have the desire to have at least a taste of luxury. Even though social media help luxury brands promote inclusivity, they remain exclusive to their real customers who can afford them. Before we continue with our topic, I wanted to take a moment to share with you my latest NFT art collection, inspired by Impressionism and available for a limited time only on OpenSea. I was inspired by the movement of Impressionism, which is known for its unique use of light, color, and movement that evokes a strong emotion. The Impressionist painter's approach is to capture the feeling of a moment rather than just depict it, and I wanted to bring that same sense of emotion and immediacy to these digital arts. Impressionism also reflects the fast-paced, digital world we are living in today, where things are constantly changing and the need to capture the present moment is crucial. This is why I believe Impressionism is still relevant in this generation. I am excited to offer my NFTs as a limited time opportunity for collectors. Each NFT is a digital representation of visually stunning artwork, inspired by the Impressionism movement. While they are verified on the blockchain and unique, I hope they will bring joy and a connection to art for the individual who owns it. They can be displayed on a digital wallet or in a virtual gallery, and it would be an honor to have my NFTs be a part of someone's collection. In addition to my NFTs, I also want to share with you my separate collection of digital art, available on Gumroad. These are unique, high-quality digital products that I have carefully crafted to be not only visually stunning, but also to convey the same sense of emotion and immediacy as my NFTs. Each product is high quality and can be downloaded instantly after purchase. These digital arts are perfect for those who want to enjoy my art in a more traditional way and also to support my channel. You can find the link to my digital products in the description box below. So, whether you're a collector or just a lover of art, make sure to visit OpenSea or Gumroad and check out my NFTs and digital art collection. These are for sale and available for checkout. Thanks for your support, and I hope you enjoy my NFTs as much as I enjoyed the creative process behind it. And now, back to our topic. 6. The art of exclusivity, the tactics used by luxury brands to entice the wealthy. If you watch the anime Fullmetal Alchemist, you must have heard the law of equivalent exchange multiple times. It states that humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. Have you noticed in the statement that there's a word value? Luxury brands strategize to create value to trade with the bazillionaires, a value that is on the level of their target customers, value that is tailored specifically to the taste, preference, needs, and wants of clients with equivalent value. Luxury brands targeted the people in our society with the equivalent value because these people know their worth. They know exactly what they deserved in life, and they are very much willing to pay an insane amount of money in exchange of the luxury experience. It embraces a level of exclusivity as they want to feel special, valued, and treated as a VIP because of their high social status. Luxury brands use tactics to create and maintain exclusivity. The most basic course of action luxury brands do is through invite-only events and by creating limited edition products. If you think that getting a standard Ferrari is hard, guess what? It's even harder to get their limited edition supercars because they carefully selected the names that will be on the list. Doesn't mean that you have the money means that you can buy immediately. You must remember that these are luxuries and exclusive deals. It's like taking your chances on the lottery. You'll never know if you're gonna win, and the adversity doesn't stop there because owning a Ferrari comes with terms and conditions, and if you fail to comply, you're gonna end up in their blocklist that can never buy a Ferrari ever again, like Justin Bieber, Floyd Mayweather, and allegedly Kim Kardashian. The successful, the wealthy, and the elite network a lot. They find like-minded individuals that can help push themselves towards their goals so that they grow and improve their lives. They are the ones that understand what you are going through and what you try to accomplish. Finding someone like you allows you to talk openly about your goals without the fear of being judged or misunderstood. One of the best places to find them is through social clubs, but not just your ordinary social clubs, but exclusive social clubs. Since these clubs are exclusive, yep, you guessed it right. It comes with a price tag. The Core Club and Yellowstone Club are just a few examples, and you need to pay their registration fee of $50,000 and $400,000 respectively, excluding the annual fees. Joining a social club can greatly impact your inner circle. So, in this fashion of luxury brands maintaining exclusivity, the social status of the selected few will be distinguished, acknowledged, and validated. I don't know about you, but have you seen the TikTok guy that randomly asks mansion owners how they got rich, give them praise, and leave them with a smile on their face? It's like they've been waiting for so long for someone to say that. And that's the confirmation. People want to be recognized and celebrated for their major life achievements. There may be millionaires or billionaires that we never heard of because they maintain a low-profile life for security and safety purposes. They remain under the radar, but luxury brands do provide all the wealthy people with privileges to identify their social status. These privileges are gateways to exclusivity, and the golden ticket is of course your social status. 7. Innovate or perish, the importance of keeping up in the luxury industry. From the great names of Leonardo da Vinci, Nikola Tesla, and Steve Jobs, these brilliant men have one thing in common, and that's innovation. Time has the power to change everything. Imagine the world would look like 50 years ago, 100 years ago, or even 500 years ago. The world before is different from the current world we live in today. Even the pandemic brings so much change in just a matter of 2 years that have led to the boom of cryptocurrencies, rapid rise of remote work, remote class, food delivery apps, and more. The old world is gone and welcome to the new normal. The thing that works in the past may not work in the present, and what works in the present may not work in the future. Innovation itself is its own poison, because if you're failing to innovate, you'll lose your grip to the tides of time and die, as others that are putting their time and effort to innovate have already figured it out. People get sick to the old ways of doing things and would love to abandon that idea for a change. People will always look for the new ways, and to make that happen, someone must innovate. Innovation may not always succeed, but when it does, it lasts a lifetime, and that gives room for innovation in businesses as the market always changes. Everything changes, including the wants and needs of customers, and even the customers itself, because they age and eventually die. The newer generation comes as a replacement, but not everyone in that generation appreciates what's already existing, and they don't like to consume it. They are not subscribing to old ideas. That's when the problem comes in for luxury brands, as most of them are centuries old. The newer generations of course know what these luxury brands are, but it may not matter to them as they have different sets of wants and needs. They may know what previous luxury means, but they may have their own definition what luxury means, and that's gonna make luxury brands scratch their heads, as they must reinvent themselves to appeal to the new generation and redefine luxury with new products, new marketing strategies, new ways to tell stories that deliver value that will keep them engaged and relevant. Failure to understand the application of new technologies can yield to many issues, including the legalities in businesses. NFTs become popular in 2021 thanks to the pandemic. People are losing jobs and looking for ways to make money. However, as artists are becoming creative, they tend to use iconic masterpieces to a new height. When it comes to art such as the Birkin bags, a digital artist named Mason Rothschild expressed his creative arts with the use of the iconic Birkin bags and sold it as an NFT. He called them Meta Birkins, obviously to convey meaning as the art is on the metaverse, but Hermes later found out the collection as it made headlines for selling up to $1 million, and Hermes took the necessary legal action to file a lawsuit against Rothschild for trademark infringement and dilution. Rothschild is not the only one facing these legal issues, but thanks for circumstances like these, that luxury brands become aware of the applications of new technologies. When companies become successful, most of them become too comfortable as they already made it, and some are just there to maintain what they have. But most of them also fail to get updated with the latest technologies that also lead them to situations like this. Most of the luxury brand owners are old and not tech savvy because that is not their main focus as to why it's not their interest to be aware of the tech trend and know the underlying business opportunities it offers. 8. Heritage, the connection between past and present in luxury brands. Having heritage added to the brand you buy is an edge. Not many brands have that value that they can flex to their customers. Heritage is a proof of longevity, how serious the business is in the industry, but not only that, it's a sign of patronage. Despite new luxury brands attempting to steal the spotlight without this value may succeed, but people will always ask and look for its origins and why people are so into it. In the modern age of shopping, if you are buying because one of your considerations are the reviews, then heritage is the ultimate testimonial you can get, because it has a rich history of culture and tradition that you know people have always loved it since then up to the present, and you can't go wrong with that. Heritage have values that are passed down to generations to secure its knowledge and brand reputation, as to give an idea to newer audiences what definition of luxury is, so that they don't have to look any further. It's also a form of learning for the newer generation to get to know what the brand was all about. Heritage suggests being classic and timelessness, not because of the style, but the strong association with the name. Associating yourself with the luxury name gives you the prestige, the glitz and the glam. Generations may change, fashion and style come and go, but it's the name that carries the value. When a luxury brand managed to hold its name to the next generation, that speaks success as a proof of being well established in the business, and that's the value you are getting, because not every business is able to survive change. Heritage is a union of change, as it allows luxury brands to have its own story of evolution, as the brand adapts and blends its transferable values into the new, so that it can appeal better to the younger audiences. The evidence in the new age shows despite being around for 100 years, luxury brands will and always have heritage on its DNA, as leading most valuable luxury brands in the world remains Louis Vuitton, Hermes, and Chanel. Line: designing excellence, the role of designers in luxury brand success. In every aspect of our lives, there will always be a concept of design to the things that we consume every day. But have you ever asked who's the person behind the design? You may be a very wealthy man that wants to build a mansion and look for the best architect, or you need a plastic surgery and look for the best plastic surgeon in town or abroad, where you always watch the red carpet and frequently hear the question, "Who are you wearing tonight?" That's because it's a way to give credit and spotlight to the designers. That's how important they are, as well as to the luxury brands. As part of the business strategy, luxury brands look for an exceptional designer, someone that has the credentials, the reputation, and has an eye for the most excellent design. Some businesses hire designers, but some designers took the leadership position and established their own luxury brand. Just to name a few of these top designers in the world, they are Gianni and Donatella Versace, Henry Royce, and Frank Gehry. Designers have no financial limitations because, as you know it, they are working with luxury. It doesn't make sense to be thrifty. There shouldn't be any restrictions or hindrances to pull off an idea of something great. In every success, there will always be a person behind it, and that matters to luxury brands, as the designers has a huge role, especially they are the one responsible on what the product would look, and the reputation of their name for the design, which is one of the reasons why clients would come back and curious to know who the designer is. 10. The value of luxury, how price affects perception. After considering all of the values on our list, Finally, we have arrived to the price. The price is the value you charge to a product or services. The price is the result of summing all your resources from beginning to end, and as a business, computing complex calculation that takes everything into account for the luxury creation, you can now determine the right price. And the effect? It makes the customers curious as to why it is priced to that amount. Well, of course, since these are luxury goods, the price would be different, and the price is the differentiating factor. As your brand is making waves because of the price, it is now separated from the rest of the offerings in the market, as the price characterizes your brand as a luxury. Luxury products are expected to come as an expensive package, but beyond being overpriced, it's all about delivering these values, and that matters to the customers, which makes clients to be more willing to pay for the price. Luxury goods and services are defined by a combination of factors we have mentioned. These elements work together to create a unique and desirable experience for the consumer, one that goes beyond the basic function of the product or service. The luxury market is constantly evolving, with new trends and technologies emerging all the time. Luxury brands must stay aware of these changes and adapt accordingly in order to remain relevant and appealing to their target market. The key to success in the luxury market is to understand the needs and desires of the consumer and to deliver on those needs in a way that is both authentic and meaningful. By doing so, luxury brands can establish themselves as the premier choice for discerning consumers and build a reputation for excellence that will stand the test of time. If you guys enjoyed the video, please support my channel by smashing that notification bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my NFT art collection on OpenSea and my digital art on Gumroad so I can add a unique piece of art to your collection and to your life. That ends today's audio blog, guys. This is Daniel Cloud. Thank you for watching and see you on our next one. Bye!